Probably one of my favorite songs at the time. Fantasy playlist of October 1st, 1995. Fell in Love with Lump by Presidents of the United States. It was a great novelty record. I love novelty records. They were good at that. They did Peaches, they did Mach 5, there was Kitty, and Mach 5 was killer. It was a rock and roll, great rock and roll number, and I love the way the lead singer, I believe it's Chris Ballou, I pronounce this Ballou, it'd go into a little bit of rapping, a little bit, maybe a little bit of a spoken thing, very enthusiastic. And Mach 5 is just, God, just great. But so is Lump. Catchy rock and roll record. And here's the thing about Lump. It was not officially released as a single in the US. In other words, it was not available for purchase here in the States. Thus, it did not make Billboard's Hot 100, although it did go to #1 on the modern rock charts and Billboard's airplay charts. It made top 30, almost made top 20 from Seattle. But they're not really a grunge band. They don't fit into the grunge mode. A little bit of a more of a lighter sounding band than somebody like than a band like Pearl Jam or Nirvana or Alice in Chains. Boy, I remember Alice in Chains. Well, the first grunge record I remember hearing was "Man in a Box" by Alice in Chains. That was in the spring of 1991. Presidents of the United States with Lump. At number 38, making its debut on my fantasy playlist, by the way. They formed in 1993. They played their first gig in Seattle at the Romper Room in December of 1993. And they were together for a number of years. They broke up officially in 2016, just a year ago. And Chris Ballou, he wrote, it's Ballew. He wrote this record. He had a history. He combined. This is very creative. This is how creativity works. When you take two totally different images or two totally different ideas, complete polar opposites, and you put it together, and it works seamlessly, and that's what he did. Ballou had a history of a benign tumor in his head. He combined that with a woman that he envisioned in a swamp. And he called her Lump because he just liked the word, and boom, there you go. Lump, she's in my head. It's some clever wordplay. Definitely worthy of John Lennon, no doubt about it. Well, the song, even though it did not get on Billboard's Hot 100, I don't remember hearing it on the pop stations that much, unfortunately. Heavy rotation on MTV, though. When MTV was still playing videos late at night. Went to number 15 in England. Didn't know it was hit in England. Number 11 Australia, number 8 New Zealand, went top 10 in France. The Europeans and folks overseas feeling this record. So was Mr. Deejay, making his debut at number 38 on my fantasy playlist October 1st, 1995. Lump by the Presidents of the United States of America.